Welcome to the Lathom Hall. In 1959, local promoter Brian Kelly started to put local rock and roll bands on stage at the Lathom Hall. On the 14th of May 1960, the Beatles played Lathom Hall. On the bill that night was the Dominoes and the Deltones. John Lennon had a scuffle in the gents' toilet and broke a finger that night. On walking into the hall, you will see that it is full of memorabilia and nostalgia. It's a credit to the present owner, Brian Corrigan. As you will look around, you will see full-life statues of Elvis, Marilyn Monroe, and up on the bar, which is called the Beatles Bar, you will see the Beatles in the Sgt. Pepper outfits. This now is the Beatles Bar. It was the original stage. It is the only stage in Liverpool where the Beatles actually played. You can come along, sit on it, stand by the bar, have a drink and enjoy any shows that's on, and actually say to people, you've actually been on a stage where the Beatles played live in 1960. This place is a shrine to not only the Beatles, but also all the Merseybeat musicians who have since passed on up that stairway to heaven to make the group of Endless Sleep complete to carry on our Merseybeat. You can still even see original Merseybeat musicians play live on stage, and some of them are well into the mid-50s, 60s and 70s. And they can still rock and roll the Liverpool way. Everybody's welcome. If you're a tourist visiting our city and a Beatle and Merseybeat fan, this is the place that you must have to see. The hall is full of memorabilia of the Beatles and the Merseybeat bands of the 60s, and you may even see some of the 60s musicians playing live. Don't miss it, folks. You're all welcome. Well, here's another piece of nostalgia. The man singing next to Sam on keyboards is Arthur Baker. In 1958, Arthur joined the Dominoes as the singer. The first singer with the Dominoes before King Size Taylor and the Dominoes. Arthur stayed with them for a few years. Because of work commitment, he had to finish. You've got to admit, folks, even today at his age, he still has an excellent voice. Once again, rock and roll at its very, very best. Here's another bit of nostalgia now. On drums is Mesh Stevens of the Deltones. Next to him, all in black, is Jeff Nugent of the Undertakers. Next to Jeff, in blue, is George Eccles of Rhythm and Blues Incorporated from Southport. Two excellent original late 50s, 60s musicians. Mesh Stevens on drums was on the bill at the Littleton Town Hall on the 27th of December 1960 when the Beatles played, and that was the start of Beatlemania.
To love the show, you're fine, so down. Got to tell this world that you're mine, 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 mine. I treat my man, I treat my love. I feel every place you're in love. Come on, baby, drive.
Here we have a great piece of Merseybeat nostalgia. The guy playing the piano is Sam Hardy. Sam Hardy, along with his school friend Cliff Roberts, who played drums, started the Dominoes in 1957. The chap standing next to him, all in black, is Kenny Shalliker. He replaced Bobby Thompson in 1962 to go to Hamburg because Bobby was playing with Rory Storm and the Hurricanes while Ringo was still playing on drums for the Hurricanes at Butlins in Skegness. At the end of the tour in Skegness, Ringo joined the Beatles. Bobby went back to Hamburg and replaced Kenny Shalliker with the Dominoes and stayed there for the next 4 or 5 years as the resident band at the Star Club. The Dominoes were the resident band at the Star Club. If you're a Merseybeat and Beatle fan, this is the venue that you've got to see when you come to Liverpool. You may even just see these musicians playing on stage at the Lathom Hall. You must have missed this, folks. Most of these musicians are in the 60s and 70s years of age, and you've got to admit they can still rock and roll, and this is the Liverpool style. So when you come to Liverpool, you're welcome. Welcome to come and listen to Merseybeat being played in one of the most nostalgic halls in the city.